problems, but rather about a program that I developed for managing of some tournaments.
Miodrag Mladenović.
I would say that I said not good. I would say
As you all know, we always wait for results too long. We are impatient to get the results, and once when they come, a few years ago, we didn't even get the rating right away or something. Then when there is an ISC event, we are waiting for weeks for results. And so I decided to write a program to try to help directors so that we get results sooner and without, and that it's easier for everyone. So I will show you now, I will demonstrate you the program that I developed, and it's been used in the European Championship in Athens, and now Axel and Brian are using here in Belgrade too. Let me just plug in everything. My main idea when I wrote the program was that as soon as the last points are entered into the program, all the reports are available, you know, the individual standing, team standings, rating lists, world solving cup points, and everything, what you know, junior rankings, senior rankings. And to achieve that, I wrote standalone program, and I will open now, like, let's open the program to show you. So, let me open. I already imported the data from Excel from yesterday's open. So just to give you an idea, I will switch the interface to English. Currently there are 6 languages supported, but really 2 are tested, German and Serbian. And my English is not perfect, but in English is okay version. All the others, I just use the online translator tools for creating the GUI. So if someone is willing to help, I will appreciate that. And generally, let me just open. So generally, when you open the program, it remembers the last tournament that you worked with. And generally, you can open any tournament that the data is already there. Like, for example, here are results from Athens Open. And once when you open the tournament, you see at the info page all the information about the tournament, the top 10 solvers average rating. Program does calculate automatically category. It shows number of solvers, what is the coefficient. And then, of course, it ranks the solvers and it shows the rating changes. Also, let's pretend that we want to create a new tournament. I just want to show you how it's easy to create the data for a tournament and how it's easy to enter the points. Let's start a new tournament. And let's assume it's WCCC type. Rated, I give some ID. And start date, end date. Now I can give the name of the tournament. Let's try something. I will not type everything, not to waste the time, but just to get the idea. So then you can select the country. Like, then you select because you select the WCCC type of tournament, there are 6 rounds, and now you can enter the problems. But what is interesting that let me first show that when I start again. Here you can select at the initial page through this user form what will be the way how you are going to score the points. So I put as default matrix Excel matrix for scoring the points, where based on the variations you get the different points. But it's also possible to enter the custom points, like, you know, you can give points like any way you want. However, program does remember once when you enter the points for a problem for one solver, it remembers all possible combinations, and the next time it just shows the buttons. Let me demonstrate that. Let's take the custom points tournament and let's start something. You can also enter if it's also junior, senior competition or not. Then when you go to the rounds, you can update the times. The standard times are by default entered. And then for problems, you can put the headers, like if white is winning, you can place plus equal or something and change them. I will not change that now, just to go quickly to the program. And then also you can mark if it's a team competition or not. I will mark as a team competition just to show you how it's easy to enter. So I will start this tournament. Now you go to the participants. The next step, when you define the tournament, at the beginning you don't have anything, just the names that you entered, but there is no category because there are no solvers. But then you can quickly go. Program itself contains the full database of all rated solvers, so you can select them from the list very easily. There are some filters to do that. And I will select randomly, some solvers just to have 10 solvers so that tournament category can be calculated to demonstrate. Okay, let's assume those solvers are competing. So now I can easily enter the points. You see there is a custom graphic user interface where you can quickly enter the points for solvers. If a solver scored all the points, you can just hit maximum and then just enter the times. Like, let's assume 5 minutes. As soon as points are entered, they're showing in the table. And I will just quickly go through all other solvers so you can hit the buttons and select the maximum time. So there are shortcuts for various variations. And like, I will just enter quickly some points so that I can show you how it works. So if you didn't change the okay, but since the first round there's a 2 more, so you can only enter 5 or 0. So if we go to the next round, I will enter just to go quickly to the program, I will quickly enter all the minimums and maximums, so it's you have first to enter the all points for a 2-mover round in order to go to the 3-mover round. And there I will demonstrate to you how program remembers the points so that you can quickly enter them. Okay, so now when the all points are entered for the first round, when you double click, now it will show open the tab round 2. And basically here is where you can give the different scores. Like, let's assume, let me just enter to demonstrate this. And here it's so you see now that there is a 2.5 and 3.5 in the second problem. So now when I go to enter the points for Mladenovic, there will be already buttons with those points. So it's very easy, very quickly to enter a point because there are not too many combinations. And so now I can directly select, if I enter now the 4 points here, oh, I forgot the time to enter program morning. So now in the next solver there is a combination 4 also. So if I open this for the next solver, you see now there is a button with the 4 points. So I will not go further away, I don't want to waste the time. This was just to give you an idea how you can quickly enter the points. But once when you enter the points, let me go back to this open solving tournament. As soon as all points are entered, the rating is performance rating. You see those last 2 columns, performance rating and rating change is calculated. The best results in each round are highlighted in yellow. And at the same time, the reports are available for, like, let's assume you're interested in World Solving Cup points. So you just open that report. Reports are instantly created. Then if you want to see who gained which norms, so you can open the norms report. Like here is the final senior results. Basically, as soon as the last point is entered, all the reports are available. Additionally, the program does have all other competitions that were qualified for the World Solving Cup, so you can get here to see the general standings. Like this is the table that Marco is providing at WCCC. And since this is now a very big table, there is a possibility in settings to change that to display just a short version that is more readable, so I can demonstrate it. So now you have the list of tournaments and then the 4 best results for all solvers. For best results for all yes, for all solvers, and it's just written which tournament they do. So let me now open the team competition. Let's open 12th European Solving Championship. So I want to show you how the teams are defined. So teams are defined by also through the GUI, where you can select the users very easily. So first you enter individual participants, and then you just select from the list which teams they are belonging to. As soon as it's done, all the team standing tables are available. And program has built-in also, you see again, he's unofficial, so it's possible to mark some solvers unofficial, so he will be always ranked below all the other solvers, but he can participate. Now let me show you the other feature that I also, this is just covering the regular tournaments, but I also implemented feature that can help managing the ISC type of tournaments, where the tournaments is held in the multiple locations like that Israeli Open or something like that. So in order to demonstrate this, I created, like, I will simulate like there are 5 different locations. So admin is WCC administrator Marko Klasins or Marek Olczek. And then let's assume that their competition is Belgrade, Serbia, Germany, Berlin, and Moscow. And then there is a central controller who is managing tournament. So I will first open the central controller desktop, and I will enter the tournament that will be type of ISC tournament. So it's let's start a new tournament, and I will put some ID. Doesn't matter. I will mark multiple locations, and I will say ISC type. ISC. And let's now demonstrate this Excel matrix of scoring points. Here on the right side you have actually how the points are distributed based on the variations per problem. So let's assume that the problem has 6 variations. Then the point distributions will be 0 to 5 with increments first 1, 2, 2.5, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go to the next screen. So I will give the name of the tournament. I will just type test. Since I typed in with one hand, so I will just type everything in the lower letters, but of course you can enter the upper letter. So I will just type, pretend like there is a name of the director. Because this is a tournament held from the multiple locations, so I will leave country like this. And now I will define the rounds. Let's assume there are 2 rounds with 120 minutes. And now problems, because this is a system with variations, so now it's important to define variation. Let's assume that first remover has 4 variations, so I will set here 4. The more mover, let's assume it has 2 variations. Then endgames variations are actually the points like those. You can give some stars or something. Let's pretend there are 5 of them. Then for helpmates, let's assume there are 3 solutions. For selfmates, let's assume 7. And then I will type some numbers just to have them here. This is not in competitions. And now what is interesting for this IFC type of tournament, there is this location type here, where you can enter the locations where the tournament will be held. So I will enter now Belgrade. It's Serbia. So let's assume Marian is local controller. And I have to enter some email now. Program validates email, so I have to type it in form of email. Okay, so I enter the data for Belgrade. Then let's add the other location, Moscow. Oh, I missed the. And let's add so Berlin. Germany and let's pretend that in Germany the tournament is counting for the World Solving Cup because that's the organizing country, for example. So you can mark here as a World Solving Cup, just in that country, but in other it's not. Like that was the most recent example was Israeli Open Championship, where the competition from Israel was counting for the World Solving Cup, and from the other countries was not counting. So that's possible to do through this program. As you can see here in the table, only the tournament in Germany is marked as a World Solving Cup. So now all the data is ready, and when I hit OK, tournament is created. So the next thing that I have to do is just a moment. shall export tournament data. So it's I should send prepare local tournaments here. So if I hit this button, it will now prepare the files that I shall distribute to the local controllers. I got a pop-up warning where in the outbox it says directory that there are files that I should be sent to the local controllers. So let me show you how it looks. So when I open the outbox, I find central controller here, and when I open in the temporary folder outbox folder, you see there are 3 files prepared with the email addresses for the local controllers. So of course I will not send them out to the email, but I will just copy them to those control computers. So that's MKs for Belgrade, Marin Kovacevic. So I will go to the temp folder. When the local controller receives this file through email, he's just supposed to detach that file and copy into inbox on his computer. So I will just, this file is marked as TXT file even if it's a zip file, because just to be able to go to the email system. But I have to, so I will copy all 3 files to the different tournaments. So this was for Belgrade. Then I will go for Berlin. Again, I will go to inbox. And the third one is for Moscow. Okay, now the old data is received by local controllers. So now I will close this central controller computer and I will switch to the local controller computers. Let's first go to the Belgrade, for example. Okay, when the local controller opens this, just click on the program. Program will recognize that there is an inbox file for the tournament held from the multiple locations, so that tournament will be immediately loaded. And now the local controller is supposed to input the participants. So I will add a few solvers from Serbia here. I will select them from the list. Okay, let's select 4 solvers. And same will be happening in the other locations. So I will quickly enter some points just to show you how then the local controller exports data to the central controller. The idea of this program is that we can get results the same day in the evening, preliminary results, of course, because somebody can complain about the points. But anyway, we shouldn't be waiting for weeks to get the results. So let me enter some points here. Just to see sorting, to demonstrate the sorting, I will various combinations of. As you can see now, because I selected the Axel system of scoring points, now there are on buttons there are no points but rather variations. So of course for 2 moves there is only 1 variation or 0. And then I enter for 3 moves that there are 4 variations, so you select how many variations. And that's for all problems. So as soon as I select that, I can give sometimes like you see points are given based on that matrix of scoring. And you can always check what is the scoring. Actually, the program gives this scoring system matrix because the number of variations was 7, maximum number of variations, there are only 7 rows. And you can use this when preparing the sheets for scoring sheets that you will hand to the solver so that they can check their points. So it's very easy to prepare data. So let's enter for Boyano. Let's assume he also had a maximum, but with 115, for example. So you see now the program automatically sorts the best result and highlights in yellow the best round result. So I entered for the first round, so now I will enter for the second round in order to be able to export data to the central controller. So now I will just go quickly, I will just give minimum and maximum points so that we don't waste time here. Actually, let's give to Vlada some points so that it's displayed differently. Now, because this is a part of the tournament that is held in multiple locations, even if all the points are entered, there is no rating calculated because, of course, it depends on the results from the multiple locations, so it cannot be calculated right away. But let's assume that there were only 4 solvers in Belgrade, and now the data can be exported. So there is this export button. So I will just hit that, and it will tell me that it's prepared in Outbox the file that I shall send to the central controller. So I will get now that file and move it from my Outbox to the inbox of the central controller. Of course, this should be sent to the email, but here I will just move files. So here in Belgrade, I go to the 10th Outbox. You see, this is the file that was just prepared. I exported with the results from Belgrade. And I will move those files to the central controller computer. So it's, and that will be inbox there. Okay. So now I will close this local controller computer, and I will go back to the central controller. So what will happen now, I can go to the as you see, so there are locations here, and now I will just import the data from the local tournament. So it's and now if I go to the tournament and edit and go to the location, see it's highlighting green that I got results from Belgrade. And basically this will happen from all other locations. So I will quickly enter a few more solvers so that they have 10 solvers so that I can show you how rating is calculated right away. So I will do same what I did for Belgrade. I will close now this central control computer and I will go first to the Berlin. And I will quickly, you see now it's in German. Actually you can select among the 6 languages currently supported. But I did set intentionally, I said, there is individual setting on all desktops, so anyone can select any preference on their own. So let's select the German solvers. Here there is a filter, so you can, because there are about 1,000 solvers in the list, so you can filter by some country, and then you can even sort this list quickly, get by rating or by name, to quickly enter the solvers and select them. So let's select some solvers. Actually, I don't want to select the half-rated solvers because then I have 10 thermal solvers, because I need 10 rated solvers in order for tournament to be okay. Well, I will switch to the English. It's easier for me. So we just close this one and open the. Okay. If you can remove solvers if you made a mistake and you entered them incorrectly. So I will remove the half-rated solvers just to have the rated solvers. And now I will quickly enter again the points. Let's assume like So I entered the first round, so now I will select the second round. Okay, now the data is ready. I enter the points, so I will export again results from Germany. So it will put place in the outlooks. Now I will close this and go to the outbox of. So here is the data prepared, and this is inbox for the central control. I will move the file there. So again, now the central controller will just import data, and now this is, let me just see what is the tournament that I have to enter. So it was 100, okay, 102. You see the data is imported immediately, and the points are sorted by the points in time. And let's do that from the third location so that I can complete tournament and show the rating, because rating will not be shown here until all the locations are green here, so that means that I got results from all local controllers. So one time more I will close this file, and now I will open the Moscow. So here is the Russian interface, so I select the solvers. Okay, I will enter 4 more solvers, and I will quickly enter the sum results. As you can see, there are shortcuts. Also, I want to demonstrate here one more thing. So it's possible. So let me just see what I did. Okay, oh, I misunderstood Russian, so I selected the wrong. So I will switch again to English. Okay, so let me just show you, if you prefer to, there are settings here, so I will turn off this showing the message numbers, and I want to show the empty solution checkbox. If you want to track if someone didn't write anything for solution, it's possible. So I intentionally now turn that setting on. So now when I go to the points, you see now there is this. This means that it's empty, so that nothing is written in this. So, because later on you can get the reports and statistics. What is the problem difficulty? Okay, so now I have to do the same for the round 2. Here I turn, just a moment, report. You see here I checked accidentally while I was in Russian interface, merge round results, and that's why not the individual problems are shown, but rather just the round results. But I will turn that off so that you can see the all points. Okay, so the results are entered, so I will export this, and I will go to the computer Moscow temp outbox. So I will move that to the inbox of central control. Okay, and now I will open again central control computer, and I will import this. So this one. So you see now I have all results. If I go here from the all results, so the only thing that I have to do is results merged, and now the rating is calculated and rating points are displayed. Also, all possible kind of results are available, problems, difficulty, like individual results after round 1. Okay, so this demonstrates how we can quickly have results the same day. Like if there is tournament held from 20 locations, just everyone should send to the central controller. Central control should just import the data, and right away the results will be available, preliminary of course. Now I will open program. This is one part of the program just to maintain the tournament, and this is help for the tournament director and also to collect data faster for ISC type of tournament. But also this program supports administration, admin features for someone who is maintaining the ratings and publishing quarterly ratings. So now we'll open the program as an administrator, just to show you how that's done. You see, when I open the program as an admin, I have here 2 more tabs, one with the solvers, so these are those solvers entering the database. As an admin, I can update the data for any of the solvers, like if something is wrong. And also when somebody gets the norms and is qualified to gain some title, it's not automatically assigned the title because Commission has to approve it at the Congress, but once when it's approved, admin will come here and just like right now, I think Mista gained the Grandmaster norm, so he had 2 and now he will get the 3rd one. I will not be able here to switch his title because there is 3rd norm, but basically once when he is approved, he can be given the GM norm here. And also there are rating lists, quarterly rating lists. So you see, it's possible if there are some errors and they should be corrected, it's possible to recalculate the list. But just to demonstrate how quickly is to create a list, I will temporarily delete this July list and then recreate it from the tables. Let me do this. I have to close the program. So I will go to the data and ratings lists are stored here. So I will delete this list completely. Okay, now I will start as an admin tool. When I come to the rating, just a moment, I do it the way it's showing here. It wasn't supposed. Let me see that I didn't. Oh, actually, I do it in central controller, not the admin one. So I made a mistake, but I will correct it quickly. So I will put back this rating list for the central controller. Actually, I will move it there because I wanted to delete that list for the admin. So now the admin desktop doesn't have that latest list, but it's very easy to create it. Well, now I'm in a different period. Just a moment. Perhaps this is not something that I should do because I'm not in that period. The rating list will be calculated a couple of days before rating occurs, so sorry for this. But, okay, let me do the other things just quickly. I will recalculate that list. It simulates just to show you the speed, how quickly the rating list is calculated. So when you hit it, you see it gives me what titles are gained. And during the last period, only the Riddle got the FIDE Master title. Okay. Then the other thing that I can show you is, I already showed the leagues. Currently there are World Solving Cup league supported, and also there is our Serbian Solving League. We have some different type of scoring. Okay, and so I guess that will be everything. Now if you have some questions, I can answer them. But I think you got the idea what is this program supporting. And I would like to thank a lot to Axel. He helped me a lot in testing Marko Klasens to Marek Olczek. Do you have a question?
You have this program.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There is also possibility to have a URL link to the tournament and then to open quickly. Well, now I have slow Wi-Fi connection here, so it will take some time to open, but if you have normal Wi-Fi, it's very fast. As administrator, okay, I didn't mention this, but administrator is collecting all tournaments, so even the regular tournaments, you should export data and send to the admin, and he will just import to have everything in one place so he can calculate the rating list. And I don't know if Axel wants to add something. He's the most experienced user of this program. He used it several times already.
Perhaps one question about IC. Then we have three categories, therefore we have three tournaments to do that, right? Three different tournaments.
Yeah, there should be three different ones, but the same, it's possible to do the same way, so you just put a different idea of the tournament and no problem, everything can be done.
I think it's very optimistic to say that next IC would work with more than half of the local controllers with this system. They have such to make this program on their computer, and from my experience from the last years or so, I would be happy if everybody would use Excel files or so.
Yeah. I didn't mention this, but the program doesn't require the internet to be in place where the competitions are, like if you don't have the internet. You just need internet while you're preparing the data to get the latest configuration tables and everything. But then once when you go, it doesn't take too much space on the computer, so everything is locally, so it doesn't require internet. And then later on when you go home, you need internet to email to export data to the central control. Well, I think we should try it, even if half of the controllers send the data, you'll get results faster. Yeah.
And then we should use parallel the Mat Plus input also, or not?
Mat Plus input for?
Yeah, this website where you also put in the results.
Oh, the results, okay. Yeah, I can look in Bora Kajansky, I think he's making that, or whoever is making. I can write some export for that site too, so it shouldn't be a problem. And also, right now it's missing, but it's possible to write export in some format for publishing at the WCCC site this rating. Yeah, I didn't show you, like when you have the report, it's very easy to print it. You can just print it right away. I will print to the PDF file just to show you, so.
But this is, now I've just created it on my computer, of course in German. The reports are also in German. But it's not possible
but you could change just for reports, you can change the language in English and...
Okay, just for a moment then to create the reports, yes. And then...
Or the other option will be whoever is printing that has the program, will be sent from the program, he has the interface in English.
Yes, I read it, yeah. Okay.
And currently there are 6 languages, but only German is well tested by Axel, and Serbian and English is good. The other one are just online translation, so it may be very bad translation. So if someone is willing to help fixing the translation, yes.
Is it possible to export, for example, this table to Excel or Word?
Yeah, let me demonstrate to this same table. If you want to export to Excel, you just do Control A, you select everything, you copy to the clipboard, and now I'll open the Excel. Let me just find the Excel one. Okay, so you come here and you just paste everything. And now you can do, usually what I do when I get data like this, I auto-fit column width. I was just supposed to do that, the full, let me select everything. Okay, and table is there in Excel. But there is no need to, you can print it right away, or you can do in Excel electrons. But, so any table, whatever you see in the program, this was the HTML report, but also from the participants table here, you can just hit Ctrl+C to copy the data, and then you can paste them in Excel. Let me show you that. So it's, you see, I copied everything in Excel, so now I can just select everything and do again auto-fit column width, and all data is in Excel. And any other questions?
Zilli, do you have any measures to prevent that the same compositions are used in multiple tournaments?
Well, currently